Aries. According to the signs revealed by the movements of nature, Aries may show a firm and straightforward demeanor today. Naturally brave in the face of challenges, you're not afraid to start new projects or make decisions for the good of your family and yourself. At work, you act quickly and are unfazed even under pressure. You care for others but do not allow yourself to be taken advantage of. Respect and clear boundaries in relationships are important to you. Financially, you don't follow trends blindly and you know when to say no if something isn't beneficial. In relationships, you're honest and dislike beating around the bush. You prefer a quiet yet serious connection. And always remember, the workings of nature are unpredictable, so stay cautious at all times. Taurus. Based on the signs shown by nature's rhythm, Taurus may embody steadfast principles and reliability today. Peace is important to you, so you prefer to avoid conflict and meaningless conversations. In your career, you're dependable and punctual. You're hardworking and know how to save for the future. You don't easily show emotions, but when you love, it is with depth and sincerity. You're a good listener and don't give up easily on relationships. Financially, you're cautious and not easily deceived. And always remember, the workings of nature are unpredictable, so stay cautious at all times. Gemini. According to the signals from nature's movement, Gemini may show a playful nature today, yet with a sharp mind in decision-making. You're naturally cheerful, but beneath your joy lies a keen mind that analyzes situations well. At work, you're skilled in communication and easily earn others' trust. You can explain ideas clearly and excel in building connections. You don't let emotions lead your decisions and always consider the consequences first. You value freedom, but once you commit, you stand by your choice. In finances, you're resourceful and quick to find solutions during tight times. And always remember, the workings of nature are unpredictable, so stay cautious at all times. Cancer. Guided by the flow of natural forces, Cancer may be nurturing, emotionally sensitive, and reflective on matters related to home and family today. At work, you're highly motivated when your tasks benefit your loved ones. You don't just work for yourself, but for your whole family's welfare. In dealing with others, you're understanding and forgiving, but you don't tolerate repeated mistakes. Your strong intuition allows you to read people well. Financially, you're practical and not easily swayed by luxuries. And always remember, the workings of nature are unpredictable, so stay cautious at all times. Leo. With the guidance of nature's rhythm, Leo may exhibit leadership through actions, words, and perspective today. You have self-confidence and naturally draw attention, but you use this not for selfish gain, but to uplift others around you. At work, you're creative and always have fresh, smart ideas. You're fearless in the face of challenges and can bounce back from failures. In relationships, you're loyal and loving, always ready to fight for the one you love. You're not swayed by gossip and prioritize truth. Financially, you're good at planning and can handle great responsibilities. And always remember, the workings of nature are unpredictable, so stay cautious at all times. Virgo. Following the messages from nature's motion, Virgo may show traits of being meticulous, organized, and practical in all aspects of life. You love order and feel uneasy when surrounded by chaos. At work, you're diligent and always prepared. You rely not on luck, but on effort and careful planning. You're selective with people and don't trust easily, but once someone earns your trust, you're willing to help without expecting anything in return. In relationships, you may not be vocal about emotions, but you express love through actions. Financially, you're cautious and know how to save for a stable future. And always remember, the workings of nature are unpredictable, so stay cautious at all times. Libra. According to the signs revealed by the movements of nature, a Libra's tendency today may be to seek balance and avoid anything excessive or lacking. At work, you remain fair in all decisions and do not let emotions influence your actions. You are humble yet firm, which is why people often turn to you for advice. At home, you prefer a peaceful and harmonious environment where communication is open and honest. In financial matters, you are cautious but know when to spend for good reason. In love, you seek mutual respect and emotional equality. You do not easily give in to emotional impulses. And remember, the workings of nature are undeniable. Things can arrive suddenly, so always be careful. Scorpio. Based on the messages from nature's movements, Scorpio may exhibit a creative yet quiet nature today. At work, you prefer to move under the radar, but the impact of your efforts is significant and meaningful. You know how to keep your emotions guarded, but when it comes to what is right or wrong, you stand firm. At home, you are quiet but caring, always alert to the needs of your loved ones. Financially, you don't lend money easily and make sure you have enough reserved for unexpected events. In love, you are loyal but cautious. You don't trust right away, but when you love, you give it your all. And remember, the workings of nature are undeniable. Things can arrive suddenly, so always be careful. Sagittarius. According to the signals given by the movements of nature, Sagittarius may be open to new ideas and experiences today. At work, you're unafraid of change and willing to try new approaches to improve what you're doing. You're adaptable and open-minded. Within the family, you bring light and joy, often becoming the source of positive perspectives. Financially, you're generous with help, but you also make sure not to neglect your own needs. In love, you are giving and sincere with your feelings, but you also value your freedom and personal space. And remember, the workings of nature are undeniable. Things can arrive suddenly, so always be careful. Capricorn. From the signs brought by the movements of nature, a Capricorn today may display seriousness and focus on long-term goals. At work, you are organized and rarely distracted, which allows you to make consistent progress. You dislike wasting time and are strict with fulfilling your responsibilities. At home, you are quiet but a dependable partner in all duties and expenses. In money matters, discipline is vital to you, and you are not easily tempted by luxuries. In love, you show affection through actions more than words. You are careful in choosing a partner and believe in the strength of commitment over fleeting excitement. And remember, the workings of nature are undeniable. Things can arrive suddenly, so always be careful. Aquarius. Guided by the signals of nature's motion, Aquarius may exhibit forward-thinking perspectives and unconventional behavior today. At work, you come up with ideas that may not be easily understood at first but eventually prove to be beneficial. You have broad understanding and are not afraid to stand up for justice. With family, you are friendly and generous, yet also value quiet moments for yourself. In finances, you are calculated, though sometimes you spend suddenly on things that bring you joy. In love, you don't seek excessive attention. You long for a partner who understands your need for independence. And remember, the workings of nature are undeniable. Things can arrive suddenly, so always be careful. Pisces. Based on nature's signals, Pisces today may show heightened sensitivity and deep empathy toward others' emotions. At work, you are quiet but creative. You notice details that others often miss. You're happy to help, even if your efforts go unrecognized. At home, you're often the peacemaker, naturally understanding and forgiving. Financially, you're not extravagant, but your emotions can sometimes influence your decisions. In love, You're dreamy and loyal, always longing for depth in a relationship, not just the spark at the beginning. And remember, the workings of nature are undeniable, things can arrive suddenly, so always be careful.